Welcome to Wednesday Night Baseball Banter presented by Corporate Media. I am your host, Ed, and with me, as always, one of my co-hosts, right? Because we're missing one today. How you doing, Anna?
I'm good, Ed. How's it going?
Anna, of course, of a great podcast who just again made me cry as I'm running. Your Father Duo episode was amazing. That baseball bucket list, great podcast. Just want to put that out there.
Thank you. So we're missing our third amigo here, who
Yeah.
is fulfilling fatherhood responsibilities. I think he's at a cello recital or something like
Something
that.
like that, yeah. Last recital apparently for the year. So, yes, we did fire him after last week's display. Absolutely, Virgil. We did. Could not have that. Could not have that. Colin, what is up, my friend? Mike Sellers. We are not going to be putting anything Mike Sellers right now. We are not talking until the end of this game tonight because I don't want to talk about it. How's that?
That's fine. But like I said, it's my grandma's 88th birthday. All she wants in the world is a Detroit Tigers win. So I'm not going to be too upset if that's what happens.
Well, if my Guardians lose, then I think there'll be a three-way tie for first right now because it will be the Guards, Twins, and the Shy Sox. So yeah, go Tigers, blah blah blah, whatever, dude. Okay, whatever. So how's your week? Tell me.
It's good. It's all good. Lots of stuff going on, and just keeping on. I got great news,
Yeah.
courtesy of Patrick Larson and the Cleburne Railroaders. I will be throwing a first pitch
Whoop whoop.
on Friday, September 2nd, I believe.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, pretty pumped. I got to start training, so I don't make a fool of myself.
When I threw I was like, all right, I thought I was going to be like that. I was like, all right, let me go warm up. Let me do something. I didn't even, by the time I was like, all right, there it is. I'm throwing it. Didn't even practice. So I was very happy for myself that I did not mess up. Congratulations. Look at that.
I'm pumped.
Johnny Bolin, happy birthday to Anna's grandma.
I'll tell Dorothy you say hello, Johnny.
She is 21, right?
Yeah. Times a couple.
Oh, greetings from Toyota Field. Trash Pandas lead 5-3. All right now.
All right.
I like it. What's up, Virgil?
What's your week like, Ed? Anything big coming down the pipe for you?
No. I mean, it's pretty low key, to be honest with you. I'm working on my episode for next week. Obviously, we'll talk about it later on today. But yeah, I've started working on it. I'm trying to get ahead of the game because the way that this usually goes is, I don't know if you know this, but I sometimes procrastinate.
I'm shocked.
Till the end of the day, Sunday, to work on my episode, and my wife always tells me, "You need to start working on that earlier." So I'm trying something new.
All right, well, let me know how that goes.
Hasn't gone well.
Yeah, right.
I started, and then it's Wednesday, so
yeah.
We'll see if I do something on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a couple questions. I wanted to go over some of the questions that we obviously, you, me, and Paul, we discussed. What are we going to talk about? During our show. Let's see. It's good to warm up if you haven't thrown for a while, but I've kind of learned it almost doesn't matter how much you warm up. You'll do great. See, look at that. You're going to do awesome.
The votes of confidence. They make me feel good. It's nice.
Yeah, you're going to be amazing, of course. Hello from the steps of Cellar, because that's where the Yankees are headed.
I don't know. Listen, 4-2 now. 4-2.
John, I'm not gonna. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. Okay. I kind of like seeing, and John, you're a good dude. I know it's your team. You don't choose your team. It's just, you're born like that. I get it. But kind of like seeing that the Yankees are kind of struggling because they're an all team, right? They're like all or nothing. That's it. It's either we beat you by the home run ball, or we beat you by the home run ball. And some right now is not really working out for them.
It's it's nice to see that they're human. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at the score box right now. Box score right now. Cleveland 4, Detroit 4, Cleveland 2, Boston 4. Oh, Tampa's still there, bottom of the 6. So,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
never
I
know.
got it right here. If I'm a scooch distracted, I just got the little, picture in picture going.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Um, at the same time, though, you gotta give it to them a little bit because they've lost a couple of pitchers, that go into the DL. So, okay, now I'm done. Anyways,
And that's enough of that.
right.
No,
Enough
they're
of
a
that.
good
No,
team. They're always a good team. They're always a
right.
good team. You can never feel comfortable even with a 4-run
Ever.
lead. Never, ever. So,
Yep.
yeah.
And then
Me
look
too,
at
Chris.
this.
I've been having a great time this week
Right.
thus far.
Mike, my brother's a Yankees fan, and he's been bragging all year, and all year I've been telling him, come October, they'll lose to the Astros or Rays. Wow.
Gutsy, dicey call, Michael.
I know, dude. I mean, listen, easy on my Yankees. Sorry, Donnie. I mean, it's just the way it goes, my friend. I think we probably lost a viewer or two because we're talking bad about the Yankees.
Maybe, but, maybe not, so we'll
Hashtag
see.
worth it.
Yeah.
Hashtag worth it.
Alright, into the topics, Ed.
All right, into the topics. Okay. So let's talk hats, right? I'm wearing an awesome new hat that I just
Mhm,
recently
mhm.
purchased. How
Looks
many
great on
hats?
you.
It looks good. I like the
I
red.
like it. I love the red. The red's a solid color.
Yeah, it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Okay. How many hats do you bring with you when you are traveling? I want to hear
Traveling
from the.
for
Yeah, you know what? Let's say traveling to just regular travel, right? Like like your family vacation.
mhm, mhm. 'Kay.
And then we'll go with family vacation, and then if you're traveling to a game.
Yeah. So I'll say yes, I was watching that from, a bar because it was my friend's birthday and we were having brunch, and so I had my little iPhone, like, set up on the table,
I
and,
remember texting you too.
yeah, yeah, so, man, we've come so close. Yarby took one into the ninth inning, like, a couple years ago, but,
Yeah.
yeah, crazy. What a fun day. Um, so if I'm traveling and there's no baseball involved, I'm actually gonna take more hats, right? Because I know that
Okay.
I'm not gonna end up bringing any home, so I got the extra space, and that's
Okay.
my I'll take, like let's say it's, like, a week-long trip, I'll take 3,
Okay.
rotate, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. What about
Um,
you?
but here's the thing though, like, do you take now one of your own brand hats?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
do now.
yeah.
That's what I do now. Let's see, I got a couple here. I brought 14 for a week trip to the beach. Sweet Jesus, Colin. What, one in the morning, one in the evening? Is that
Well,
kind
you
of
gotta
thing?
rotate. Yeah, you don't want them to fade in the sun, so you gotta,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. John, 2 to 3 because my hat case can only hold 6 comfortably, and I expect to have 7 come. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. That's pretty good. Okay, I'll give you that. If flying 1 or 2, if road trip between 3 and 7, depends on what the sports are going on. Because I'm a fan of, I'm a fan of all sports, so I get it. I get it. I just got a new release from the Cleveland Browns. Their seat one, their crosstown is pretty nice.
Hmm.
I legit bring like 2 to 3 times more than day. It's like the underwear thing. It's like you bring more than the actual days. I'm trying. People laugh, but you never know what hat you'll be in the mood for that day. I like that. Okay.
It's like when you're a kid and your mom's like, "Just bring an extra one just in case," you know? You
Yeah,
never know.
right. Like, yeah. Like just bring a couple more. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. It's all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay, it says Johnny, and I'm not worried about your first pitch. Obviously, nobody is. None of us are. I agreed with Mike. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. You never know what kind of mood you're gonna be in when you get there, but I'm with you there. 2 to 3, Cleveland College, and something MLB or random. Okay, I see your line of thought there. I like that. I brought 10 to Hilton Head for 6 days. I think a lot of us have issues. Let's just go with that. How many stickers do you take? Oh, that's a different story, my friend. I mean, you got to pass them out. But I'm with you on. I don't take more than 3 or 4
Mhm.
when I'm traveling, and now one of those is one of my Dad Hat Chronicles logo, right? That's one of those. So I no more than that. But the good thing about mine is I could technically take more if I wanted to because they're unstructured. So I don't need to put them in a case or anything like that. Like these are the yahoos over here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hassle to put in one case, but I like it. I like the dedication. I like it.
Do you have okay, here's a question.
Hmm.
I learned this life hack, like, a couple years ago because I got tired of always finding myself, like, out in the world and wishing I had a hat. So, does anybody else have, like, a designated car hat that just
Yes.
stays in the car at all times?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Literally all of my one backpacking is streamlined except for a hat decision. Everyone makes fun of me, but it's the hardest decision. It really is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I
Mhm.
get it. I wish Eric the peanut guy was here to answer this question. But when do you wear your brand one? You know what, John? That's a good question. I wear it when if I'm doing a road trip, I'm actually wearing it during the road trip. If I'm flying, I'm still wearing it. So it doesn't really matter if I'm traveling. That's when I wear my brand hat when I do it. How about you, Anna?
Just depends. So,
Hmm.
like, I don't know, whatever it matches, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah,
Sometimes
the whole
sometimes if
matching
I'm
thing.
wearing, like a shirt of a team, I'll wear, like, my little bucket head hat, so,
I like
uh,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like it. That's always a trick for me. I get it. Unstructured, you still need the case to keep the perfect brim shape. So, kind of yes or no, because I still put them all together and I bend them. And if you want to, you know, you grab one of these little puppies right here, put it in the thing, and then wrap it up with a rubber band, guys. And off you go. And you keep the perfect brim going. Life hack right there.
Yeah,
Everybody's done that baseball with the rubber band.
yeah.
Everybody does it.
I used
So,
to, get like, the broccoli rubber bands, you know? The big
yeah,
thick ones
okay,
that,
yeah.
like yeah, yeah.
Those are legit ones, yeah.
Those are the best
Uh,
ones.
yeah. Johnny Bolly, depends on the shirts I pack, coordinate my look, usually 2 to 3, okay. I never forget a hat. I probably won't ever, need a cat, but,
Car hat, I think.
car hat, yeah. But I like the idea, car hat, there it is. Johnny, thank you. I like this one a lot. It's really nice. I actually, Johnny, I actually called the team because here's how I found out about this hat. I was watching the game and then I saw in the crowd people were wearing this hat. I'm like, hold on a second. So the very next day, no joke, the very next day, I called the team and I said, "Hey, I saw this on TV. Do you have it in stock?" Right? And he goes like, "Oh yeah." I was like, and I'm like, "But listen, it's a 47 cleanup. Okay, we got to be specific about this. With the strap, not a Velcro." He was like, "No, no, no, we got it." So I bought it
There you
right there
go.
on the
That's
spot.
sharp. Red hats,
Yeah,
they
it's
just
not
work.
bad.
Yeah.
Yes. I wear a different hat to school each day, and wait to see how long it takes my students to notice. I like it. I like that idea. On vacation, I usually do 2 hats per day, daytime and dinner.
Just like Downton Abbey.
Right. Sheesh. Uh, okay. So here's another question then. If you're going to the ballpark, okay, now
Mhm.
you're going to a new ballpark, okay, and uh the probability because you've never been there, but the probability of you getting a hat is pretty good. You're gonna get one. Do you wear a hat to the game?
Yes. Yeah,
No
I
matter
do.
what, you still
Yeah, because I mean, like, what if they don't have one that you want, you know? Then you're
true.
hatless. So and
Yeah.
if you buy a hat, you're gonna get a bag, so then you just take off the hat you were wearing and throw it in the bag, and
Hmm.
easy as that.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. FYI, I tried to buy a Bull Sharks hat on Sunday and they were sold out. I emailed them and they said their reorder should arrive spring 2023.
Wow. That's what we get for waiting.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. Speaking of hats, did you ever wear a hat at another other than a baseball hat? Yes.
Like what?
Yes.
Like a fedora? Like a sun hat? Like what?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Rock the
Uh
fedora?
yeah, absolutely, you got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how much I'll be wearing them here, but winter hats,
Mm.
I
Mm.
got a couple of team winner hats that I have, Cleveland and Brown. So, oh, and a Cavs one. But yeah, and I got and guys, believe it or not, I actually have fitted hats. I have 5950s. I just refuse to pay $50 for them, but I have some.
I think we're gonna need photo evidence of that because I'm having a hard time, like, envisioning what that would look like on your head, right?
See, I actually have them, guys.
Yeah, sure enough, they exist.
And I actually got one of the ones that I was looking for this one for the longest time, a script eye. So yes, I do have them. Don't wear them a lot, but I have them.
Yeah.
Colin says he would wear a hat to the store to the game. Okay. John, I do is usually not either team I'm watching. Okay, I can see that. Bold, absolutely. I'm with you, Johnny. If I ever don't wear a hat at a baseball game, then someone needs to slap me hard. I do what Anna just said. I put the old one in the new bag. Okay. Donnie, yes, going to the Braves on Sunday. Don't have one right now, but I will wear something to start with. Okay. I agree with that. I need to see a 15 or 50 on your head. Oh, this is hilarious. Those faded heads must be Darla's or something. Oh, that's funny. I do have that. And then I also have some like NFL and college one. I got my Kent State University fitted hat. So I actually do wear them, guys, once in a while. And I wear them backwards. I don't wear them forward. I wear them
Okay.
backwards.
It's all making sense now because
Yep.
I'm just not seeing it, like, not, without the curved brim, so there it
See?
is, alright. It
Look,
exists.
it does exist. It does happen, guys. It does happen. John, I'll wear whatever hat matches what I'm wearing. I'm sensing a trend with a lot of people here that listen, I gotta look good. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna go to the game, but I
Priorities,
gotta look
man.
good. Get that right.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
do wear. I do. Well, you know what I started doing recently, and you probably do this as well. I started wearing my Dad Hat Chronicles to the game because one, I know that I'm probably gonna end up getting a hat, but if I don't get a hat, it's fine. I'm still gonna wear, you know, uh, uh a dad hat. Pulp is a life changing moment in curved brim media. It's still
That's
curved.
right.
It's still curved. I still curve it. So there you go. Patrick is probably having a heart attack right now.
Right, right. He's like,
You
"You might
know,
as well have just shipped it in a bag."
right. All right. Okay. So as far as hats, I think the consensus is everybody wears a hat to the game, no matter what.
Yeah, and you can never have too many hats with you, it sounds like.
No, that
Yeah.
is true story. Okay. Now I'm back to normal. Oh, that felt weird.
Yeah, right? It's like your alter ego.
Yeah, exactly. It's now the backwards fitted hat chronicles. I still laugh to this day when Paul tells me, say, Ed, I probably would have not followed you if you would have been, the flat rims chronicle or something like that. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that. But no, it
right?
is still curved. I still wear these guys. Don't worry. It's still there. Okay. Let's talk a little let's so let me give you a little background. So last night, I was watching the game, the Guardians and the Detroit Motor City Kitties game.
Yep,
And we were watching the very first inning, the very controversial play at the plate, right? Where Eric, our catcher blocked the plate, did not give a clear path to, for the runner to slide. They called him out, which was the call. And then, of course, the coach of the Motor City Kitties challenged it, won the call was reversed. Very next batter, boom, 3-run shot. That was pretty much it at the end of the game. I'm with you. I'm with you. It was not a block. How do we feel about the call? Because this happened, it's happened in other games as well. Like Toronto, I remember happened, right? They called it, I hate the call.
Mm.
I hate how they're going with this right now. I'm with you, John.
I'm super confused by the rule. Like, it's just one of those ambiguous things that seems to be dependent on, 1, who's behind the plate and how they happen to feel that day, you know?
Mhm.
So, that's the thing that drives me crazy about it. It's very similar to, like, the checked swing rule, you know? It's all basically up to the discretion of the ump, either at 3rd or 1st. So,
Right.
uh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen that call made several times, and I've never had, like, a solid understanding of what it means to actually block the plate and when you're allowed to do it.
His body wasn't blocking the plate. He had his
Mhm.
leg, right? And but that was it. He still had a chance, which, to me, it looked like he was not blocking the lane for the runner. So I did it when when the umpiring takes hold of a game instead of the players, it becomes more about the umpires than the game, and it really bothers me.
Mm.
Yeah, I get it. I'm with you on the whole Yan Gomes breaking his ankle, but at the same time, it's like it's like the pitcher. Are we gonna make the pitcher wear a mask because the dangers of getting a direct hit in the head? You know, check swing calls is one of the worst subjective calls. I'm with you. Oh God, Phil,
Pete Rose would absolutely just, like, body slam
demolish. Yeah.
someone in a game that absolutely does not matter at all.
Uh, if your core is not center and the baseline, it should not be blocking. I'm with you there. He was
Mhm.
not. It was only the leg. And Mike Sellers, I am not going to hear it from you today. That's it. Because I texted him last night. He goes like, I didn't see the play. I'm like, look, you're killing me, Smalls. But here's the thing, and it's something that they brought up as well is what if because now this happens also at second base, right? The second baseman or the shortstop blocks the base for the runner. Are
Mhm.
they going to start next year calling that as well? Because it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the like, I guess the thought process is, like, baseball is not a contact sport, normally speaking, so I don't know. It's, you know, I feel like if that's gonna be the case, then they're gonna have to rethink the guy sliding, you know, 5 minutes after the tag at second base is already made to try to
Mhm.
break up the double play because he's got no business doing that. So, I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things that it's like they're trying to, I guess, prevent injuries but they're not being very clear about, what the thought process and the logic behind it is.
And what makes it even worse too is that they call out because like whoever makes the decision is not the umpire, or the crew at the park, right? They call New York, and New York is the one that determines
Mhm.
whether or not it is. And there's no there's no clear connection, like between umpiring and over at MLB. There's such a disconnect there. They call it one way, and then MLB goes like, no, nope, it's this way. So it really does needs to be fixed because it's horrible. All right, Mike. Let's see. This brings up a question: would you rather robot umps or keep the human ump, knowing the correct calls percentage will be lower? Hmm.
I say keep humans. I know that that is an unpopular opinion because
Mhm.
everybody who gets, kinda, screwed over by a bad call is always, wants the robot to not make that mistake, but I think I can't remember who it was, but somebody brought up a point that, like, contention is the major driver behind sports, and so if you remove all of that, then it's just, like, 0 fun, you know? It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's no human element, like, why not replace the players with robots at that point?
Yeah, true. Okay. No, I'm with you. I actually agree with you there.
Yeah.
I rather have human as much as we critique them and we yell at them and all of that and and we everybody at least we can all agree that we all want Angel Hernandez. You know what I mean? Oh,
He's the only one, well, and Joe West.
Yeah.
the only ones that I would say I would ever be like, "Okay, bring on the robots," you know? They're coming, so
Robots are better than those 2.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We need a 5th umpire at every game to do replays. It's too
So,
expensive. It's too expensive.
uh,
That's what
I
they're gonna say.
I have a story about this because I just met, uh, Michael Rusignolo, who was a former podcast guest and is from New Jersey, but he was down in Texas last weekend, and so I went up to, Globe Life, and we met up, and, he took the tour before the game, and so, of course, George W. Bush is from this area of Texas and has had a history and ownership of the Rangers. I don't believe he's an active owner now, but he does have a
Mhm,
very nice box seat that's directly behind home plate. It's kind of dug out, so if you're watching a Rangers game, and I don't know how accurate this is because I feel like maybe they wouldn't give away nation's security policies, but,
mhm,
if there are 5 umpires on the field, it means George Bush is at the ball game, and that 5th umpire
mhm.
behind home plate is just like he's a Secret Service agent
Oh, yeah.
only paying attention to, W.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That I heard.
Yeah.
That I heard. Like, there no, no, that's not an umpire, guys.
Yeah.
That's someone who will break your arm.
Secret umpire. I was like, "I gotta start paying attention. I'm gonna start, like, counting," you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to be heavily in favor of keeping the human umps over robots. I still stand on that, but not as heavy as I used to be. I get it. I mean, it has become more difficult. I think that I may be alone on this one, but I think it's because a lot of those umpires that we've been having a lot of issues with are a lot of older umpires, right? Um, we'll see how this new breed of umpires come in and they get younger and younger, and let's not go that down. But that's my, you know, we'll see how that goes. I say have a drone camera too. So many video replays are blocked from certain angles that would benefit from another headshot. You know what's a great angle? The Mariners have a great camera angle that goes around.
The cable cam, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah.
They need to have that in all parks.
I can't wait to see the first drone or cable cam just get absolutely
The
demolished by a foul
most
ball.
right. It's gonna get crushed. I was at a game earlier this year where the Statcast called a home run, 150 foul ball that landed in right field. The robo umps aren't perfect yet. They are correct. That is correct. If umpires could be fired for bad performance, maybe we could actually try to improve. But here it goes back to what? Union. They're gonna keep them all, so they're not gonna be able to have, you're not gonna get rid of one person no matter what. They're gonna go to bat for them. So it's like the players union. They have their own union as well. And they should.
Do do you remember the NFL ref fiasco of, several years ago when I believe it was the referees went on strike and they had these, like, replacement refs come in and everyone all of a sudden was like, "Okay, maybe you guys aren't that bad."
On second thought, never
Yeah.
mind. Bring on the real ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
Let's see. I don't understand why umpires can't be optioned back to the minors if their performance is subpar. They come up through the ranks, go back down as well. I'm with you. 110% there. You're right. You're absolutely right. Why not? Go back. Take him
Yeah.
down for a couple of weeks. Get some work on it. Send them down to AAA. Don't send them down to double A or whatever. But send them down to AAA, get them some work, and then, once they improve, once they get above a certain threshold of percentage of calls and everything, come back up. I'm with you
Yeah,
there.
you'd think there'd have to be, like, some form of accountability of some type, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They send players, right?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah.
Coaches are fired all the time for their performance. You know,
Yep.
only if you rehab. I like it. Got hit in the head or something like that, John. I like it. But you're right. I think something needs to happen in order for there has to be something. Maybe a
Mhm.
mix of the two, right? Umpire with the robo umps,
Hmm.
you know. Maybe.
Perhaps. I don't know. Nobody asked me, so
They're not gonna ask us. That's the
no.
problem.
Exactly.
Oh, jerks. Any questions? I got a couple more, but I want to hear from you. What you got? Any questions?
Yeah, so I mean, if we're on the topic of umpiring and officiating, it kinda goes back to when replay was introduced to the game, right? And so
Hmm.
you're talking about a call, yesterday that was overturned by replay, and, it seems to me, and this is the thing that kinda concerns me with, robo umps, is that when instant replay was introduced to the game, they had said that it was only going to be to overturn clear and obvious errors, right? So,
Correct.
like, I think about the perfect game that got all messed up because the umpire made a mistake on the very what should have been last play of the game. Like, that was a clear and obvious
And
error
that
that
happens to be Cleveland against Detroit.
mm,
Uh,
well, yeah,
very last one I remember. I think it was.
uh, and yeah, I mean, it was like that. Those are the scenarios where replay should, come into play, I would think, but,
Yeah.
close plays at second, stuff like that, where you're like, "Well, his pinky came off the bag for a half a second, and then the tag was
Yeah.
on him, so he's out." Like, that to me is not like, that's not fun to watch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am gonna remind you. But so okay, so fine. All right. So we know that those the replay, what it was meant for is not being done for that, right? So okay, so what how would you change it then?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be, like I would say I feel like the game is slow enough. Take away the challenges, right? And just have some who I think it was,
From a top.
Donnie mentioned a 5th umpire or something like that to do, like, the replays on close calls, and that's it, like,
Mhm.
uh, most sports do any kind of, like, scoring review, so I don't know. I think the whole, like, challenging thing is a little weird to me, because I think it incentivizes, like, "Well, we better use this, so we're just gonna delay the game here by challenging a call that's really not that close."
But here's the thing, though. I know how
Mhm.
they're using it for a reason a lot of the times, right? That
Yeah.
challenge,
Mhm.
knowing that you're not going to win it, but that gives you, then you go and talk to your pitcher. Then you go talk to, all right, so, all right, we know we're going to lose this. So let's do this, and this, right? So there is it, or get their pitcher a couple more pitches in to warm up before, we go, okay, we lost. All right, cool. Well, let's go get our pitcher now. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see why a lot of coaches use it.
Yeah. I do too. I mean, I think we saw that happen in Minnesota, didn't we? I think
Yeah.
we did see yeah, I think we saw that exact scenario.
That Mike's he agrees with you, right?
Yeah.
Have someone at the top, they usually have people up there, right? So, make looking at the game through the monitors and all that. So they're the ones who determine, all right, how close was that game, that play? All right, stop the game really quick, tell the umpire, all right, hold on a second, we got something. Let's review it really quick, and then off we go.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I like that. Should they still should I like the also the umpire and a robo umpire mix. Right? I think it was on, I think, I wanna say one of the, indie ball teams are, um, are doing that. Slow motion on or, freeze, replays decided based on the speed of I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh,
I think
look, we stop it right here. This is how it goes."
yeah.
I'm with you.
This freeze frame, like, frame by frame, breaking it down with, like, multiple angles and stuff, it's not conducive to baseball, like, in my opinion. You think
No.
about the other sports where replay is used, it's in situations where, like, it's the end of the play, right? So, if the receiver got both feet in bounds, then it's a catch. If he didn't, he's out of bounds. Either way, the play is over. If, you know, if the guy's out at first base or he gets tagged out or he thinks he gets tagged out, it stops the play,
Yeah.
and the play doesn't develop. What happens if then that call gets overturned and you've gotta track where the other runners were at that time? It's just
Mhm.
messy. Like, it's not conducive to baseball in my opinion.
And isn't their point that they want to make sure they want to speed up the game,
Mhm.
right? They wanna speed up the game, so I don't think this is a good way of speeding up the game.
Yeah.
If one if I for one welcome our, robot overlords, Skynet might be listening. "What? That's crazy talk." They're not listening to us.
The
Tell that
robots
to
are always
Alexa.
listening. They're right here. They're everywhere, you know?
Alexa's listening to me.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I'm with you. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like the mix, do to
Mhm.
mix, right? And I think that's why they partner with a lot of indie balls and minor league, leagues is to test these things out, right?
Yeah.
Remember the one that they, did also was, moving the pitching mound back?
Where did they do that?
They did that, I wanna say the Atlantic League.
Mm,
They did half a year, one length, and then the other half, they did it the other length. It was crazy.
yeah.
Challengers are less of a time suck for every batter needing to restrap their gloves, shift the helmet, kick the shoes, grab their yep, absolutely. Stay in their box and be ready for the next pitch. The clock is coming as well. Yep, see Atlantic League, see? They did half and half, half a
Mm,
year, one length, and then the
yeah.
next year, the second half of the season, then they moved it back. They, decided that there was not really no difference. So, I'll say this, pitchers are throwing faster.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I see why they would wanna move the pitching mound back. No
Mhm.
issues there.
Yeah.
Because when you throwing over 100 miles an hour, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
But
with
then,
you.
I mean, like, what does that do to arms long term, right? Because 'Cause you're already severely limited in pitch counts and games pitched as compared to, like, the guys from the '60s, '70s, and even the '80s.
Mhm.
So, if you gotta throw the ball 10 feet further or whatever it is, but you're still trying to throw 107 miles an hour or whatever it would be, what does that do then? It's just
Yep.
yeah, the game's definitely changing. I mean, like, the guys are getting bigger and stronger and,
Insane.
yeah, it's all that
By the
ring
way,
recruitment.
I wanna bring this up, Tampa and New York, there's a delay.
I know, the tarp is on the field. Yeah.
Oh,
It
no.
would be awful if that game just ended right now.
Oh, so bad. It
Yeah.
would be horrible if the game, you know,
Yeah.
like that. Well, yeah, no, because there's no outs or anything. Nobody has, pitched or batted, so if it ends, it's after the 5 inning, so
Yep, yep. I think it's top 7 right now, so
so I wanna put that out there. I want everybody to answer this. Do not Google it. Do you know what the average career is for a major leaguer? Like, years-wise?
any position or or a pitcher?
Just no,
Any
just
position.
yeah, altogether MLB player. I wanna see what people think. I think this is a very interesting one.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, 7 years.
Okay, John, 3 years. Colin, 2.4. Dave, 2 years. Ooh, I like these numbers. You said how many years?
I said, like, 7, now I
Sev
have regrets.
7 years. Well, I can tell you that let me see. Oh, we got a couple more. Probably something short, like 3 years. Colin would be under 2. Donnie, 3 years. Well, actually, you guys are close. It is 2.7 years. That's the average, according to Prissing Review.
Is that okay, so is that MLB players, or is that
MLB.
okay.
MLB.
Wow, that's a lot shorter than I would think it is.
Yeah, because we're always used to seeing all these these major players,
Yeah.
right? That we see them constantly, but what we don't see is the other, the bench players,
Mhm.
right? They're
Yeah.
only so
Yeah.
yep.
Wow, that's shocking.
It has not like this since I have not been a fan of the Yankees, like, I don't know, ever. So I don't hate the Yankees. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do not hate the Yankees, but you're not gonna find me rooting for them. How's that? Think about how many guys play 10 games and are never seen again. Yeah. Like they
Yeah.
got called up and then boom, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. But then I just think about, like I just think about all the guys that play, like, 12, 16,
Yeah.
17, you know? So, yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, like, with those guys on
Miguel Cabrera,
the
that guy.
outlier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
that
yeah.
guy's slow as molasses.
Mhm.
Well, he can still rake it, and he's still there, right? Albert
Yep,
Pujols, right? Like, I mean, there's so
yep.
many players that are still playing, 10, 12, 15 years,
Mhm.
Do you have any rain delay superstitious? Ooh, race players are doing the YMCA dance. I still contend the rain delays in the World Series against the Phillies changed momentum. Who you telling, bro? Cleveland Cubs? Yeah, we had the momentum going.
Yeah, y'all
Dan,
that that was brutal. That was brutal. 2016.
yeah.
Same with '08, except that was I think that was, like, some weird snow, rain, weird flurry that I'm gonna tell you would not have happened at the Trop, but
It would have done because it would have been, you guys are under a dome.
that's right, that's right.
That's the one thing though. I am all for having a retractable roof.
Yeah.
Mountain Lion Graham. That's how I don't understand how players from the past like Nolan Ryan lasted so long. I don't get it.
He's an anomaly, right? Like, that guy is just, like, a once in a lifetime generational talent, like,
He
7
he
no hitters, throwing 100, 1 ball, like, "Here it is, boys, try to hit it," you know?
this is all I got, guys. I don't
Yeah,
got anything else. This is what I have.
yeah, and played forever. Yeah,
Look at
it's
Tom Brady though. Like I mean, they're obviously
Mhm.
different sport. 45 years old.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
I went to the Rays Florida Complex League game a couple of days ago, and it rained immediately started. Like I mean,
It's tough in
yeah,
Florida. Yeah,
that
it's
is
tough in
true.
Florida. Mhm.
Florida's tough, right? Because you never know. It's gonna rain and then it's gone.
Yep, exactly.
But
Yeah.
you know what stays? The humidity.
Not
That
inside,
thing.
not inside, Ed.
True story. True story.
Yep.
You're right about that. I'm with you there. So so let me ask you this then, because obviously, longevity of a player. Would you still, as a fan, it's like, if you were given the opportunity, it's like, hey, I'm gonna make you a major leaguer, but you can only play for 2.5 years and that's it. Can't ever go back. Would you do it?
As a player?
Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
would in a
for
heartbeat. I
sure.
was like, I'm
Yeah,
like, hold on a second. You're telling me that I'm gonna have my chance
yeah,
right now?
yep,
Absolutely. I'll take it
yeah,
all day long.
yeah.
At
That's
least I
crazy,
can say I
though.
was there.
You think about, like, the league minimum salary is, like, $750,000 or something like
Mhm.
that, so, like, I mean, if you're only playing 2, 2.5 years, like, you're not you're not obviously signing a major deal, so
You're gonna make a league minimum. My other thing is how many years is it before you would have to make for pension, right? How many years you have to stay in the league in order
yeah,
to
I have
get
no
a
idea.
pension,
Yeah, no idea.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, Only one city in Florida has the top 10 most humid places in the U.S. Random fact. Interesting. It is humid as all hell here in North Carolina, so I'm not gonna argue. Nolan Ryan's ate steak, drank beer, threw cheese. Now, yeah, well, so did Babe Ruth. Uh, that's 1.7 mil. I'll take it all day long, Colin, all day long.
Yeah, but only if like, you don't get the league minimum if you play 3 games in a year, right? Like, you've gotta be there for a certain
Yeah.
number of yeah, so, I don't know how that would work out, but yeah, it's, I would happily walk away with 1,700,000 and be just fine, but
Thank you,
I don't know
John.
how it works out.
1.7. I'll take it. I'll
Yeah,
pay
right?
off all my debt. I mean, think about it. Minor leaguers don't make much.
No. No. Yeah.
Contrary to what, Mr. Manfred said, they make shit money.
Don't you think he would know better than us though, Ed?
Of course he would. Why wouldn't he? He's the best, commissioner there is.
Yeah, right, right, right.
Tell him he needs to go talk to Adam Silver. Golly, he's running that league. Okay. Playoff race. Give me if the playoffs started today, obviously it would be my team hosting your team.
Mhm.
How do you think that series will go?
Man, I don't know a lot about the Guardians this year. I haven't really been keeping up with the Central, but,
Mhm.
I gotta say right now, the way the Rays are playing, though we're getting some key components back. We got Ramirez back just recently. Wander's close. Uh, Bilal is back, although he's not stellar right now. So, Margot is close. I think they're both down in Durham, Margot and,
Yeah, I did
Wander.
get a text.
Yeah. So, man, I gotta feel good if what's going on now kind of keeps trending, but I don't know. I don't know anything about the guards, as you call them, so
So
how do
the
you
Guards are
feel?
they're a scrappy team, right?
Mhm.
I'm a huge fan of small ball, right? So they go and create runs. They manufacture runs, right? So they a lot of stealing bases, hit and run. They do a lot of those stuff, right? Because they know they're not going to overpower you when it comes to batting. It's just not going to happen. Their pitching is good. Like their starting pitch, like you got Quantrill, who didn't do so good today, but usually he's pretty good. You got McKenzie, who's also a good pitcher. That kid, my God. And then obviously you got a Cy Young winner in Justin Bieber. So, you got three good starting pitchers.
Yeah, the Biebs.
Right, exactly. Rays pitching would win it, in my opinion. We'll see. Batting, I'll give it to the Rays, though. I have an opinion on the potential Guardians Rays matchup, but one of you won't like it. No way.
Mike just wants both teams to have fun, you know?
We're gonna get participation trophies, everybody. The Guardians have a wing and a prayer. Listen, I don't think if they were to win the division today, right, and the Guardians were to advance, I don't think they would advance far.
Mm,
There are too many good teams. The American League is loaded. Houston is
mhm.
ridiculously good. The Yankees, whether we like it or not, they're ridiculously good, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, I wouldn't say that, Cleveland has a shot. Tampa
yeah.
has a better shot, for God's sakes.
Man, yeah, the Stros always scare me. They always do. I don't know. I don't
And
know.
I know. And we haven't even talked about Seattle. We haven't talked about
Mhm,
Toronto, right?
mhm.
I mean, those are some scary teams.
It's a tight race, yeah. I mean, like, it's literally anybody's game down the stretch.
Oh, I'm with it there. Rays Guardian Playoff Series, then there needs to be a bet involved with a silly loser task. Go Rays. I like it.
I'm in. I'll do it.
Whoever wins will still lose for listen. The Yankees make it all the way until they get to the door and then they lose. Yankees have not won the World Series since once. Like, oh wait, I think it was, or something crazy like that.
No, 9. It was
Oh
9
no.
because it was the first year of New Yankee. They christened it with a World Series, and that was that. Um, you gotta ask, though, you gotta wonder, is there a Joey Gallo curse? Have you gotta wonder, is
He
it
got
is
the
it
beard
new?
back.
Yep, but,
He got the
the
beard
Yanks,
back.
since they dropped Joey, good old Joey, they've been struggling.
Myself, you mentioned the I forgot. I'll be honest, I forgot to mention the Orioles. They're a scrappy team too. I like
They're
them.
fun to watch. They're
They
fun to watch. Mr. Brett Phillips now
Yep.
on O.
Yeah, X-ray there.
Mhm.
I like the Orioles. It's like that Cinderella team. Like every year a new team comes up, right? Last year was like Seattle. Everybody was rooting for them to make it to the playoffs, and they just missed it at the end.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that was heartbreaking. I think this year is going to be the Orioles. Although they are behind the Twins right now for that fourth spot. So right now it's Seattle, Tampa, and Toronto.
yeah, exactly.
Listen, Mr. Patrick Larson, who finally comes in all late. I just mentioned them. Yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays. So they hold the third spot. So there's that. So I don't know. Should be interesting. Should be
Yep,
very
yep.
interesting.
What about the National League side? Are you watching it all? Are you keeping tabs?
So here we go. We got the Dodgers. God, they're good. We
Dodgers are
got
yeah.
Yeah,
Solid several years in a row now.
yeah, you got the Mets,
Mhm.
okay,
Looking started strong, looking good,
yep,
except for this last week, week and a half, not so
yep,
great.
yep, St. Louis, I'm not counting St. Louis, I'll be honest with you, I'm not.
You don't think they're
Because
gonna do it for,
no, no,
no,
no.
no, not for the old.
Atlanta, with the problem with Atlanta is that the Mets have a couple more wins, right? So, because you got Atlanta, the Mets got a couple more wins. So, I mean, and they're in the wild card right now, which is insane.
Mhm.
Philadelphia and San Diego.
San Diego.
I just went to that movie. Um, San Diego's interesting. All that power, all that, and still nothing.
Well, look at LA, you know? Or Anaheim, I should say, not LA anymore, but, it's a tale as old as time. You get all these superstars, but they just don't click. But,
You know what was so weird was when Milwaukee traded their closer
I
to the
might have
San
missed
Diego
that.
Padres.
Who went there?
It was their closer who's like doing mad crazy good. I can't remember his name. And if you guys know the name, let me know. But uh, you know, it was weird when thanks. The most important song I could give it, you know. I don't believe in betting, says the man wearing the X-Men hat for 30 days. I like to make a late appearance, Donnie. Hater. Yes, thank you, Colin.
Yeah,
Hater.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Philly really, Girardi was really the problem after all. Didn't even realize that. Well, he was also in the Yankees and he didn't do much either there. Josh Hader, yeah. So that was so weird to me. You traded Josh Hader, your best closer.
I don't know. That's the stuff like what's going on in the clubhouse, who's dusting up that we don't know about or like I don't know. That's that intangible stuff that maybe is a little over our heads, but yeah, from the outside looking in, not a great move.
Nope, nope,
Yeah,
not at all.
but
So
we'll see.
National League. Um,
I gotta go Mets. I got a feeling that it's their time. I don't know why, but
you think?
it's just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling.
I just don't know. They're
I
good
think
though. But I mean, the Dodgers is 5 games over them.
yeah, yeah,
They're at 80 wins already.
yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. So imagine a world in which the Yankees collapse and the Mets go to the World Series.
Oh my god, that would be the best thing. Sorry, John. Sorry, Donnie. Oh, that would be so amazing. I I I like that.
Yeah. So are we buying the Tatis ringworm excuse? How do we feel about that? My buddy says we were talking about it at bowling, and he says, I don't have an issue with the fact, like, his big annoyance is that they don't just let all the players do steroids. Because, in his eyes, the best time of baseball was the
Mark
home run
McGuire,
derbies.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, Rafael Palmeiro, like, you name it, Jason Giambi, like, all the juice heads. So,
I don't have an issue.
yeah,
Whatever. Everybody is doing something. Let's just, stop with the, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Lindo will finally win a World Series. We're supposed to win in Indians. Wow, kind of that's a low blow, bruh. Uh, that's messed up. They said that if it happens, Aaron Boone is fired. Aaron Boone says gonna get fired. So you guys are gonna be looking for a new manager this year.
What a tough place to play or work, like, at all, you know? I feel like the Yankees fans would boo the athletic trainer.
Yeah. That's what that's funny. Um, that's why I'm glad that Joey Gallo left, what
Mhm.
finally left New York. It is a tough place to play. Frankie Lindor did not do good last year. You can tell he was not the same person, right? New York is a very tough place to play. And it shows in your play.
Yeah,
Gallo, look at him now. He's doing, good. He's back to being happy. So I think it's the Samson thing. Like you take away his beard and then he sucks,
yeah.
because of the
Says
Yankee thing.
It's where all his secret powers are held.
Right. Exactly. Um, but, going back to the whole Tatis thing is, I think there needs to and then the GM killed him. Like, I mean,
Mhm. Yeah.
paraded him on the
Roasted
so
him. Yes.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was bad.
Yeah.
So, like, "You gotta grow up, kid." So, I think there probably has to be, doing some growing up to do. Yep, Lindor is back this year, though. Like I said, he's doing good this year. Great. Last year, he sucked. So, a lot of high school baseball players I knew were using steroids too. It goes downhill from MLB players, everyone to everyone in baseball. Yeah. Yep.
That's something I hadn't really thought about, right? 'Cause, it's one thing if a dude is making millions of dollars and he can deal with the ramifications of kind of, like, doing that later in life, but I don't know about, kids. So, that's an
Yep.
interesting thought.
Yeah. I mean, kids are looking at, they look up to those players.
Yeah. Yep.
They're doing it. Why can't I do it? I was trading the next decade. Well, still to be determined. This is year 2. Scherzer has been outstanding. He has. Mets, Yankees, Showalter. Showalter, man, I am a huge fan of Showalter. Buck Showalter gets a ring while sticking it to the Yankees. That would be my luck. Listen, I'm just saying, it might happen. It might happen. I would like. All right, so imagine having a because this is probably going to end up happening. A Houston or a Houston in either Dodger or Met World Series.
Mhm. Interesting. So, a little revenge for the Dodgers potentially,
Yeah,
but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the Stros are good. The Stros are always good. I don't know. I don't know how they're continually that good, especially with the punishment that they were kind of,
that was not
you
a
know
punishment.
well, they did lose a bunch of picks, right? Like, so their farm system kinda got blown up a little bit, which,
Yeah,
maybe we haven't started to see the, like, ramifications of that yet, but, um, it'll be interesting.
it will be very interesting to see. We'll see how this goes. So,
Honey butter chicken biscuits, easy. Easy choice.
honey butter chicken biscuits. I'm with her. Those are 2 good ones though. Green chili cheeseburgers, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, or maybe you know what? Do both, right? Half of the day with one, and then the other half with the other one.
there you go. Just like
Can
you change up the hats.
exactly, exactly. Brady Beatty hits a homer first career at bat today. Nice. I
Love
like
that.
those.
Yeah, yeah.
I love hearing that. Philip, you can't lose on that one. I'm going green chili cheeseburgers. Uh, I love that cater tag. Attack biscuits. Okay, so we got what? Biscuits is winning in right now, guys.
Mhm.
Let me know what you guys think. Okay, let's help Philip here on what he should be wearing tomorrow. Uh, okay, we're 2 minutes for 10. Who are you having this
I
week?
have Leon D. Haven. He currently lives in Arizona, but has been all over the world thanks to a military career, and so, talks about baseball in Hawaii, the Hawaii Islanders, talks about baseball in Japan, and talks about, 3 pretty significant historic events that he saw in person, so it's a good one. What about
Nice.
you?
Well, this week, we have Old Fort Logan, Old Fort Baseball Company. You guys should check him out. Check his website. A lot of cool stuff there. And
Mhm.
also he did some work with Mark Viquez of Ballpark Hunter. So he also has some stuff there. But he's doing some stuff, the daisies, right, of the women's baseball league. So there's some cool stuff there. Definitely take a look. But next week I got Eric Profit
Nice.
of the earned fund average. So I got both the hosts. I already had our friend, let's go Otterbots. And then now I have Eric Profit. So there you go.
Very
Hedrick
cool.
Larson, MLB Head History Series, Mississippi Braves. Uh, you know, you're lucky I'm saying this right now because if we would have had Paul,
Yeah.
Patrick, this would have been a no-go. Want you to know that. He would have been no, can't have it. What? Sasquatch. Sasquatch. I'm having Sasquatch. Sasquatch. That's who I'm having. So there you go. All right, guys, we're at the top of the hour. We will see you guys next week. Thank you. Paul should be back, guys. Should. Can't make any promises, okay? Should be back. But we will see you guys next week. Okay,
Bye, y'all.
bye.